Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Motivational Mondays here. This is where I will go off and spit some wisdom your way and give you some quotes that will help you to be inspired and level up in life and just get you through the work week, maybe help you develop a new idea, maybe help you get over a mindset that's been bothering you, maybe help you get started on the path to creating a better you or just starting a new goal in your life. So if you haven't already, please subscribe below. I got a lot of great material I'm coming out with soon. I'll be dropping another video on Wednesday where I will go take on an adventure across my area and give you some game on how to level up in life when it comes to your mindset, confidence, goal setting, and more. And I'm going to be working with some other YouTubers. I already got doing a drop of video every weekend with Afi Kingdom, and I got another guy by the name Alpha Villains who I'm going to be working with on a video soon. So you don't want to miss out on that. So be sure to subscribe below. Now, today's quote all has to do with creating the life that you want. And by this I'm talking about maybe have you ever thought about like what if I could start on this big dream that I've always had, or this big business adventure, or just kind of make a change in my life, the way I'm doing things now. So I'm sure we all have thought that, and we have the ability to make that happen because with the power of mind and just taking action in your life, you can just create whatever it is you have in your mind. Have you ever had like a vision of where you want to see yourself, like maybe 5-10 years later? So just give a moment, take a deep breath, see if that vision is coming if you haven't had one. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, how I want to do this, and just thinking, God, this seems so awesome, like to create this world. And I want to share with you guys like how you can do that. But before I do that, I want to go into some quotes here that I came across online, some motivational quotes for your Motivational Mondays. And let's get rolling on this stuff right here. So I think this one quote that really stood out to me, and it's weird because no one really takes credibility for these quotes. They're like freaking amazing quotes here. But life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. So, when I think about that, I think about, creating what it is you want in life, creating your vision. Maybe you want to start that YouTube channel. Maybe you want to go out there and be more social. Maybe you want to learn how to, just, I don't know, do more with your life. Something you like, you always, maybe you wanted to travel more. Maybe you wanted to figure out a way to leave your 9-to-5 job so you can, create a business where you can kind of, just work from home or work from like in another destination, something like that. But no, we all have the ability to create what's in our mind and create the life that we want. And, it all starts, again, like I emphasize this in all my videos, but just by like being clear on what it is you want to create for yourself. You want to have clarity. This is the weirdest thing. I actually thought I had clarity on a lot of things. And as my mentors would sit down with me during our sessions and everything, and they'd always ask me like a bunch of questions. I'm like, why the heck are you asking me all these questions? Because it's just really giving me a headache here. I was like, oh my God, I just thought my head was going to explode. And it's so weird because I didn't realize this until like maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe a couple of years later, after I was given all these questions, the importance of that. And it's when you have clarity on your vision, when you have clarity on what it is you want, and you have clarity on like your why and how you're going to do things. It's going to really help you stay focused and take that action that you want. And you can take that action without actually having the clarity. But I believe like you're just going to be somewhat lost, and you're going to be blind to certain things that you might be missing. But I urge you guys like to sit down and just think. If you have to play this back just to kind of answer those questions to yourself, I urge you guys to go back and do that, because it's really, once you can kind of answer those questions for yourself, and you can actually do this any other stuff when you have in your life and you're trying to figure out a solution to something too. These questions are good for that. But you want that clarity, because when you have that clarity, it's going to be easy for you to create it. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, well, yeah, I figured out what it is I'm going to do. I have clarity. But then all of a sudden it's your way of thinking that holds you back, your way of thinking that doesn't want to let you take action. Your way of thinking is just like saying you can't do that. And you know what? You can always take control of that and create a new way of looking at things. Because when you learn how to take control of certain behaviors and reframe them, you can act as if you're doing what you're doing, you will be able to create that in your world. And then when you take that action, you will create that in the real world, and you'll produce the results that you want. The same happens when you're working on something, and you say your goal or mindset or just whatever it is you're doing, and you have setbacks and everything. I mean, the way you choose to like create the thoughts and actions that you take are going to determine where you're headed on the road. I mean, if you choose positive thoughts and positive actions, you're going to get to where you want to be. But if you create those negative actions and negative thoughts, and you keep kind of repeating the negative and saying that you can't do it, you're creating that in your life. And see, when you can learn how to focus on creating stuff that be more positive about, like in certain situations, and learn how to reframe what it is, those negative beliefs, I should say, that are just holding you back, it's going to be a lot easier for you to create what you want. Got to get another quote in here because there's a few I want to mention on the stream before I go. Each day, okay, this is a very kick-ass one right here, and I this kind of ties into what I said in my last Motivational Monday, where I called the magic of thinking big. I'll put a card up here for you guys if you guys haven't checked it out, but I really like this one. It says, create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life, because you become what you believe. And actually, this is by Oprah. So there we got a source for it. So this quote really stands out, because sometimes we, what I've known, just through my experiences, is you got to think, you really got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that you can do whatever it is you're set out to do, whatever it is you're working on. Believe in yourself, because if you don't believe, you just are going to go down a spiral path of you're going to be stuck in a rut, I should say, and you're going to be you're going to have one of those WTF moments and say holy crap, what's going on here? I'm believing, but you can believe, but you got to believe to your highest potential. You got to believe you got to actually believe that you can do it 100%. Because if you don't believe 100%, you're going to produce crappy results. And this is always the hardest part. And this is some stuff I'm working on in a few areas of my life. I believe in myself, and I can do certain things in other areas, but there's certain things I'm working on and mindsets that are holding me back. And I had this realization, even though I believed I made a change, or I believed I, did this, a part of me is not 100% satisfied. And I think that's very difficult. And that's something you're going to find that's going to hold you back. and you got to have that realization when you don't believe 100%. My mentor, shout out to Afi Kingdom, always said 100%. So like you got to have 100% belief in yourself, and you got to believe in what action you're taking. You got to believe in what you're creating. You got to believe in what it is, your mind, and that you can do it. Because if you do that 100%, you're gonna produce that result. You create. Just think about this. You guys create the results that you want in your life. You have the choice, if you don't believe 100% in yourself, to just turn that switch off and then just turn on a different switch in your mind and give yourself a different perspective, that you can push through that, and that you can, so that you can believe 100% in yourself. Because once you, like I keep saying, once you believe that, and you believe in the actions you're taking, you believe in the goal that you set for yourself, you believe in the life that you want to create for yourself, you will make that happen in your life. And it's that easy. And it's just trying to become more aware of that once you can be more aware of when you're not believing 100% in yourself, try to take a step back, reflect, and try to figure out, just kind of take a deep breath and just envisioning yourself just kicking ass and just believing 100% in you. Because when you believe 100% in you and you're working on something, you are just going to win. And I'm not saying you may only believe 90% and still win. Who knows? But I'd say like it can't be at 50-50 here, because when you're at 50-50, you're like, it's kind of like an unsure. But if you can move up from that 50% of like doubting yourself and more up to like, I can't believe in yourself, the more likely you'll succeed. So as long as you're going above 50 and it's not at a balance, you're like, I believe you can't have that balance and belief where you're 50% like unsure of yourself and 50% that you are sure, because I think that's just half-assing it. And once you can kind of move up in how you believe in yourself, you can actually have a better chance of creating that result in your life. And you know what? You have the choice to do it. You have the choice to create how you think and feel. You have the choice to just take the control of all the crap that's holding you back in your life. You have the choice to like say, hey, I'm going to get up and finally make a change for myself, instead of just not, thinking, oh, I can't do it. You have control over that. You can create that. And if you can focus on creating that, you'll actually produce the emotions and the actions of that actual person. It's so weird, but it's true. There's always like this, my mentor, like I remember when I first did some life coaching and they were asking all the questions. And one important quote that they told me to say is like, be, do, have. So you be who you want to be. Be that person you want to be. Do what the person does, and to do the actions and mindsets that person has. And then you'll have what you want. It's that simple, guys. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Motivational Monday video. Again, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and share this video with your friends on the social media networks, so that get the message out there to just like get pumped up for the week and kind of be inspired to make a change in life. Take control of your mind and command your confidence. Until next time, guys, I will keep on being positive, and just remember that you can create the life that you want for yourself.